Hey guys, NovaExplosion. Welcome back to the Fantasy Star little marathon I'm doing. We're playing Fantasy Star 3 now. You may notice this interface looks a little bit different, and the text is in Japanese, but we are transferring over to the obscure Sega Ages collection. This was only released in Japan on the PS2. You're probably like, Nova, how are you going to understand Japanese? Don't worry. We're going to load in Fantasy Star 3, but I learned about this version recently, and I kind of wish I knew about it for 2, but we're going to dive into it right now. But we're going to go into Fantasy Star 3. I'm going to press the select button here. So this is really important. Mega Drive and Genesis. Genesis is the Sega Genesis, obviously. It was called the Mega Drive in Japan. So if you do Mega Drive, the game is in Japanese, but this game has text support. I'm not really sure how that works, like why that is. But if we play the Genesis, I tested the game out, and the text is in English when we get into the actual game. There's also a couple of other bonuses here. There's movement speed. We can up the movement speed by 2 times or 4 times. I loaded Phantasy Star 3 just to see how fast the walking speed was. It's the same as 2. I think we're going to try Boost 2. I think Boost 4 is, like, too fast. I think Boost 2 should be fine. There's also difficulty sliders. Only easy and normal. I don't really know how this affects the game, if it's, like, increases experience of Masetta gain. I'm going to keep it on normal for now. All this I'm going to leave that alone. But yeah, really what I wanted when playing this version was the movement speed up. So we're gonna load up. But yeah, it's Phantasy Star 3 time. I'm really excited. Phantasy Star 2 was a pretty bad game. I did not like Phantasy Star 2. But the ending was really good. And the story in general was just really good. So it has me excited to play the others. If you need a quick refresher, I thought Phantasy Star 1 was, for what it was, I thought it was a pretty good game. Not a great game, but like for what it was, I thought it was a good game. Phantasy Star 2 wasn't. The story was cool, but it was such a chore to play. And I hear a lot of bad stuff about this one, but I'm pretty open-minded. I don't know how bad it could really be. It can't possibly be worse than 2. Like, I mean, it could be, but I'm kind of hoping it's not. I'm gonna let this little opening play, assuming something happens. It had like a little opening in 2 as well, and I let that play. But yeah, I learned about this collection a little bit ago. And I kind of wish I knew about it for Phantasy Star 2. Something to know is, I think Phantasy Star 1, there's no English text support for some reason. So if you're wanting to play Phantasy Star 1 on this, I think it's only in Japanese text. But fortunately, there's a Sega Ages port for the first game, which is the best way to play it. What's up, Arietta? My throat's a little scratchy. The Legends of Landon, Your Homeland, tell of world-sweeping wars fought 1,000 years ago. Brave Arachio sought to foil the evil schemes of the Dark Witch, Laia, and her hordes of monsters. Oh, she's hot. In the final battle, all combatants were killed, though Arachio and Laia's bodies were never found. The passageways between the Lion worlds and the Arachian worlds were sealed in time. People forgot there were other worlds besides Landon. The ending of the 2 didn't say the game. Well, I mean, did you, like, watch me play the game? The ending was really good. The game being bad doesn't take away from the ending. The ending could still be really good and have me excited for the rest of them. I didn't read that, sorry, because I was busy talking. I would put it like this. I could have wikied Phantasy Star 2, and I kind of wish I did. The only reason I played Phantasy Star 2 was to, you know, play every Phantasy Star game. But if I only cared about the story, put it like this. I could have wikied that game. There wasn't a lot of story where it was super worth going through it. Anyway, enough about Phantasy Star 2. Let's get into Phantasy Star 3, which is hopefully not as bad. Text speed, fast. Probably like 7. 7 should be fine. Yes, as you can see, the text is in English. Granted, this collection was only released in Japan, but they have English text support, which is cool. The legends of the past shape our lives and those of our children. One such legend is of a struggle that almost destroyed our world. The names of Arachio and Laia echo down through the years, still inspiring love and hatred even now, 1,000 years after their tragic deaths. Their conflict wiped out. Civilization left the survivors in a world of mutated creatures and warring pockets of men. If you want to know why I don't like Phantasy Star 2, just go watch the final video for that, because I'm not gonna keep crapping on it. I appreciated the story and the ending, but yeah, I'm not gonna keep talking about that. Into the shattered world, you are thrust to live or die by your sword and whatever that said. So as you can see, we're moving a lot faster. I think if I want to switch these, you have to restart the game. I tried Boost 4. Boost 4 is fast, obviously, but I think this is enough. I don't think I need to be any faster than this. Although, if I do, maybe towards the end of the game, if I feel like I need to be faster, but this is a good movement speed. Do I talk with this button? I sure do. Welcome to the weapon shop. I have no Meseta. Anyway, yeah, I just know Phantasy Star 3 gets a bit of a bad rap. I think it's considered the black sheep, but also a lot of people hate it. I don't really know why, I just know a lot of people hate it. May Arachio protect you from Laia. Dude, the movement speed alone is like reason enough that I'm happy I played this version. Are you staying long, Prince Reese? Apparently I'm Prince Reese, by the way. Apparently the movement speed of Prince Reese here is the same as Rolf's speed in 2. Have you found the princess yet, Prince? Like, normally. It's fine. And before anyone, if someone's probably going to ask, if you had played Phantasy Star 2 with this collection, would that have fixed your problem with it? Probably not. Maybe a little bit. I would have had the faster movement speed and maybe turned it to easy at one point, but it wouldn't have changed my opinion of Phantasy Star 2 that much if I had played this version of 2, like on this collection. It would have helped streamline the game better, but... yeah, apparently people hate this game. I don't know why, but... we're gonna play and I'm gonna try to see why this game gets hate. Although I may or may not agree. I have to play the game myself to see. Anyway, I think I have to go maybe here. Hurry, don't be late for our own wedding. Oh, we're getting married already? That's crazy. Or your own wedding, did that say? That said your own wedding? Alright, so we're getting married, like, right away. Hey, what about that hot blue girl we saw on the beach? What's to come of her? These graphics are a downgrade from 2, I will say. I'm not a graphics person, but presentation-wise, I think 2 looked better. Perhaps someday we will find out where I'm from. Oh, this is her. And who I am. Oh, Amnesiac. Classic plot. My throat's a little scratchy. I was talking during the opening, so I might sound a little different. I think I might be getting sick, but I'm not sick, but my throat's a little scratchy. Might be more like voice cracks than normal. I, Reese, do take thee, Maya, to be my... oh no, she's getting kidnapped! Filthy Iraqians, Maya will not be yours! They took my future wife! No, return her, you foul dragon spawn of Laia! I'll find Maya if I have to search forever. Oh, well, that didn't end well. I'll take the army to destroy Laia's clan. Don't be a fool, no one has seen a lion. Why is the text auto-scroll? For over 1,000 years. Starting a war is not the rational thing to do. Cool off in the dungeon for a while. I don't know why the text is auto-scroll. Can I, like, switch that? Because I don't like it. You can't stop me from going after her, father. I'll find her again and I'll bring her back. Alright, so apparently there's, I swear it, there's Laia and Iraqians. They're, like, at war or something. We're not even like an hour in, but how is this linking? So far, this isn't even linking to Phantasy Star 2 at all. So Phantasy Star 2 had a super cool ending. Basically, we beat Mother Brain and we found these other humans. I looked more into it. Ooh, this is a nice little menu screen. I looked more into the ending of Phantasy Star 2 because it was very ambiguous in like what happened, but Rolf and friends found like all these humans and they were like the creator of Mother Brain. The game didn't explicitly say it, but they're from like Earth and they were like the creator of Mother Brain, and then they were like Rolf and them went into an all-out battle The ambiguous part is we don't know if Rolf and them prevailed or not. We don't know if they won or got out alive. It was really awesome. It was a really cool final cutscene. I can't equip anything. Oh, O is... Okay, this is a Japanese game, so O is... Wait, we can still dual wield. That's cool. What the heck is a monitor? I can't. Torso. So I have boots and garment already. Okay. Alright, UI's a little weird. We'll get used to it, though. Hello. I'm Lena. I'll help you escape. Follow me. Oh, it's not auto-scroll anymore. That was just the beginning, I guess. But yeah, the ending of Phantasy Star 2 is, like, the best thing I can say about that game. Arm yourself well and go find Maya. Specifically, the ending. The story and premise were cool, too. But, you know, they were really sporadic throughout the game. Alright, Lena, you're not as fine as Maya, but, I mean, you'll do for now. Sapphire lets you enter the Eastern Cave. Oh, you don't say. You know what? I should probably do what every Phantasy Star player does in the beginning of a Phantasy Star game and go fight stuff. I actually kind of want to find a church, though, in case we die. This might be a church. Step right up. Fortune told for 10 meseta. I have 300. What the heck is a fortune? Also, it's gonna confuse me to not press O every time I want to do something. When the prince leaves his castle, the moons will drift closer again. World shall burn if the prince's will falters. The prince's offspring will wander afar until the end of the... Okay, was that, like, useful for something? I don't know where the church is. Is this a church? Oh, no, not the church. You don't save at the church. This isn't Dragon Quest. You save at the, memory banks in Phantasy Star 2. This game immediately looks more fantasy, medieval than sci-fi. I'm kind of seeing why people call this the Black Sheep. Because so far, there's, like, I don't see much sci-fi in this game. How do you save in this game? Welcome to the supply shop. I don't know how to save. Yeah, right now, the only thing that's like a downgrade from 2 is the graphics. I'm not a graphics person, so it's not going to bother me. But these graphics definitely aren't as good as Phantasy Star 2. Mostly the sprites and stuff. They look a little more like muddy and washed out compared to 2. Hey, what's up, you okay? What's over here, huh? I don't need the armor shop. I don't know how to save. I don't see the memory bank. I have save states, but I want to have like an in-game save. By the way, if I press start, it just pauses the game. You just save in the menu? Technique? Okay, nothing there. So are there going to be 5 characters in battle? It's like, I mean, look at this setup, right? You have 5 characters, like, available to you. How are you going to have 5 party members and have one of them sit out? That just seems weird to me. It's the inn? Okay, which one's the inn? I can't tell which of these is the inn. That's the supply shop. I gotta stop pressing X. Well, pressing X cancels because this is a Japanese game. I don't even know what Star Tropics is. Oh, here we go, the inn. Yes, save the game. Okay, so saving is different. Yes. Yeah, so see, the UI interface for the collection is in Japanese, but fortunately, that only comes up for yes and no questions. Top is yes, bottom is no. So, you guys are going to see Japanese on the screen, but as you can see, the game is completely playable in English. Alright, you know what? Let's fight some stuff. What the heck? What am I looking at? What is this music? Okay. I killed it. I didn't kill it yet. Chirper. My music's pretty hype. I was not prepared for that. Yeah, I think 2 times speed is perfect. I don't think we need the 4 times speed. Okay, so what is this? That's running. I don't know what this is. Is this like... I don't know what these like icons are. Anyway, I don't know what Star Tropics is. Oh, there's a boat right there. That's cool. I'm not gonna be going to that right now. Eindon and Chirper. Oh, dude, the music is changing? That's cool. Oh, what I did was probably auto battle. Maybe it was auto battle. Oh, never mind. I think it's a solo attack. Yo, 3 XP and 5 Meseta. We're not getting that much, but that's fine. 2 Troopers and an Iden. Okay, music changed now. How do I use items? Oh, there we go. So this is for, like... This is for solo commanding. I don't know what the difference with these two are. The ones... The top left and the bottom left? I don't know what the difference with those are. Because this is, like, how you command, like, items and stuff. I don't have a monomate or anything. Am I gonna be able to kill you before I die? Oh no! I can no longer fight. Yo, sick little game over screen. Party has been destroyed. You mean Reese has been destroyed. He's the only one in the party. Alright, so we don't want to deal with those enemies until we get some better equipment. Or we don't want to deal with too many of them. I will continue a game. Alright. Alright, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool so far. I'm just gonna, like, fight here for a bit. I like the music so far. So far, the music, like, changing. I don't know why it's changing or what's making it change, but it's really cool. Makes the battles more dynamic. Alright, we're just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna drink my good old drinky drink, and we're gonna just fight stuff for a bit. I'm really excited, though. I'm super excited to get back to Phantasy Star, because, like, again, I promise, I know I say I'm not gonna harp on too very much, but, like, people probably thought, like, oh, since you didn't like Phantasy Star 2, you're probably, like, taking a break from Phantasy Star. I'm still super excited to play the others, specifically 4. I'm very excited to play 4. And I can already confirm that once we finish this game, we're gonna play 4 immediately. I got that locked in. I definitely want to do it. Not only because, like, you know, I've been wanting to do the Phantasy Star games for a while, but I'm just really excited to get to 4. So, you know, it didn't leave a bad enough taste in my mouth to be like, alright, you know what, I think I'm done with Phantasy Star for a while. Alright, 1 Chirper, I can handle that. Now I gotta go back and heal, though. We're only getting like one Maceta though, so that's not going to be really good for affording stuff. That's a supply shop. I don't know what makes this an inn. Is that like a drink? I don't know what that looks like. That looks like a mug, or not a mug, but like a cup of some kind. I'm trying to distinguish like what makes these like the facilities they are. Let me see something actually. Can I save dialogue auto? I wish I knew what these meant. Well, I do think if you change a setting, I tried switching the boost speed in-game. I think you have to restart the game every time you do it, so I'm not going to do that super often. But again, I think double speed is fine. I think unless I get sick of the game, I don't think 4 times speed is necessary, unless I really just want to rush it. But this movement speed is perfect. What the heck is technique distribution? What? Okay, that's weird. I don't know what that's about. Oh, talk to the lady. Please stand on the other side of the counter. I'm trying! You just don't want to talk to me. What the heck? Oh my word, whatever. Trying to look for armor. Because armor is what I really need. Yeah, armor shop. Hunter or Hunt G armor. So I have the knife. I have the knife, and I have the garment and boots. Okay. And buckle. I need a torso, and I need feet. Something for my feet. I don't see anything for my feet. Alright, like Phantasy Star 2, there's a next page. Is that better than what I just used? Yeah, that's better. Okay. So, I mean, right now, since we don't have I wonder if you could dual wield in this game like Phantasy Star 2. I'll put a shield on for some more defense, though, while we get some levels. I do have a monomate, yeah. I just noticed that. I think that's fine. I have 38 defense. I should be able to handle the enemies now. No, not here. This is the end. Barrels for supplies, which I guess gives you, like, monomates. Is the game audio good? It looks a little quiet. Looks just a wee bit quiet. I might need to up it. Oh wow, I just killed you. It's crazy. You know what? Take me to the forbidden areas. Oh yeah, my defense is so much better now. These chirpers are so cute. The way they animate is funny. They animate pretty funny, but... Oh, man. Yes, hello again. Also, we're back to having unique backdrops. If you don't know or remember, Phantasy Star 1, the backdrops of the battles, like the backgrounds, they reflected where you were in the world. But Phantasy Star 2, oh my, what the heck is that? What on earth? What the heck is that, bro? What am I looking at right now? I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, that's gonna... We say I can get this off in time. Oh, thank you. Don't use the explosion move again, please. Oh, let's go. I did it. Oh my word. 5 experience for that? I thought I'd get a lot more. How much experience do I even need for a level up? Required experience 13. Okay, it's not very much. So 5 experience is a lot. Like, how much we need. Alright, we're not staying in this area any longer. Lots of chirpers. I was saying something. I don't remember what it was. I really like the music change, actually. I'm not a fan of like the beginning of battle being like I'm not a fan of that, but the rest of the battle music is really good. I like it changing throughout. This right here, I'm not the biggest fan of this track, but fortunately it doesn't last too long. It's only like when you're deciding what to do. Alright, there are 4 chirpers and 1 of me, but I hit hard and I have good defense. I don't have another monomate, do I? That would have been lucky. I was thinking if I wanted to run, try my chances at running. Please don't kill me. Hey, gained a level, nice. Too bad this game don't have level restore. Alright, I think we're good. We're level 3, I got good defense. I think that's a good, time to, like, focus on the story and figure out where we have to go. Which, I mean, I saw a town with, like, a boat. Level 3. Chirpers, they become the mascot after this. They're called Rappies in PSO2 and PSU. Interesting. That's really cool. So we have to go like to an island to get like a sapphire back or something. That's what they said. I'm gonna go to this town with a boat and see what's up with this. Unusual. May Arachio protect our blessed town of Yatta. I'm gonna probably see if I can up the audio. It looks really quiet. What other games am I playing? I'm playing FF13 and this game. I'm gonna have to look. I think I made FF13 a separate audio source though, just so it didn't interfere with everything else. So I think I can freely increase the volume here. When I'm emulating so many different games, I just need to be careful that they're not all the same sound source, because then some of them might be loud when I up them. I think I'm good to increase this a little bit. That's probably better, I hope. Alright, any new weapons I could buy? Welcome to the weapon shop. Let's see. Yo, a claw. I don't even know if I can use a claw. A short sword. It's kind of expensive. Hunting knife. Can I dual wield, like, knives? Is that something I can do in this game? Dual wield? I would have to take out the shield. That's fine. I would rather have the ability to dual wield. Yo, let's go! We can dual wield! Nice. So we lost some defense, but dual wielding is always, like, better IMO. I'd rather have the dual wield than the extra defense. Go over here and save. I don't have too much money to buy stuff. It was 10 Maseta just to heal. That's crazy. Alright. Hello. I'm a superstitious old man. Good Prince Reese. Cyborgs are good luck charms, if you ask me. Okay. See. Walk across the bridge to reach Elan. There's a bridge, apparently. Where is this Yield Bridge? Is it over here? Ah, here we go. Aw, double 10 damage. That's so good. I'm interested but skeptical to see the dungeons. I heard that they, after Phantasy Star 2, they, like, learned their lessons, sort of. Apparently they overcompensated, as in, like, they really took into consideration how the Phantasy Star 2 dungeons were. What the heck? That looks like something from Dragon Tales. But yeah. I'm like, I heard that, like, well, Yokai told me when he looked into it. But, like, I'm hoping when we get to it after Phantasy Star 2, like, I'm completely fine with that, because the Phantasy Star 2 dungeons, they sucked. they were bad. I didn't save. I don't think it actually saved. Yes. That's what I wanted to do. I pressed no. Careful out there. Yeah, whatever. You know, because we're moving so much faster. The thing is, in Phantasy Star 2, kind of Phantasy Star 1, but the Sega Aegis port made Alice faster. I don't remember exactly how fast Alice was compared to the normal walking speed of 2 and 3. But in Phantasy Star 2, I was not really, like, I didn't want to talk to many NPCs because of how slow you move. But because of how fast we're going, I actually don't mind talking to NPCs, you know? It doesn't feel like a chore because I'm moving a lot faster. The old man won't let me on his boat unless I have a cyborg. Now, where can I find a cyborg? I saw one of Elias' people is out at a lake by the northeastern forest. The woman never blinked. Oh, really? That's crazy. Herakio destroyed Laia 1,000 years ago. This does not feel like a Phantasy Star game in terms of the story. Like, this already feels really different. Like, again, it feels more fantasy than sci-fi. Which, again, I'm having fun. I'm not really... Maybe later it'll culminate into, like, hey, it's actually part of the canon, and they'll address the Phantasy Star 2 ending, probably. So far, in terms of story and lore, it does not feel like I'm playing a Phantasy Star game. I'm interested in the story and lore, it just doesn't feel like a Phantasy Star game. Where do I need to go? Probably talk to someone. Oh, someone up here. Alright, well, not up there I'm going. I saw one of Elias' peoples out at a lake by the northeastern forest. Northeastern forest. So that might be where I have to go. Probably over here. Yo, a Maceta, that's good. But what is this? Why is this here? It looks like a robe, but you can't, like, enter it. Very interesting. This is fun. I just want another party member, though. You said northeastern forest. That's a forest. That looks like a mountain. I guess it can pass for a forest, too, though. So dual wielding is sick in any video game. I've been poisoned. How dare you? Hey, level 4. That is not half bad. I can already confirm though, if you guys are wanting to play the Phantasy Star games and you know about emulation and yeah, emulation, play this collection for 2, 3, and 4. The movement speed is enough for me to be like, this is the, like, I'm having a fun time moving faster. It's such a minimal change, but this is enough. This is enough for me to say that this is the definitive way to play 2, 3, and 4. It does suck that if you're wanting to play all 4 of the games, you have to like outsource, like you have to do Sega Ages for 1, because I think Phantasy Star 1 in this collection is Japan text only. But also Sega Ages is the better version for that. But the other ones didn't get Sega Ages. So you gotta go like Switch for Sega Ages Phantasy Star 1. And then you gotta do this, but I can already confirm that I'm having a much better experience just because I'm moving faster. You can even put the game on easy if you don't like the grindy nature, which is cool. I don't know how that works, but I'd imagine it either increases the gain for experience in Maceta or it just makes the game easier. Regardless, that's a good thing to do if you don't like that. There we go. Not bad. I don't really have much money to buy monomates, actually. And right here, I'm still learning, like, what the end looks like. It does not look like this is Armor Shop. It does not look like an in image to me. It looks like a milkshake. Like, it kind of looks like a milkshake. That's what I'm seeing. Level 4. We're moving up in the world. Alright, let's see. So, the eastern cave is sealed. Reese cannot enter it yet. We have to go to the northeastern forest. There's supposed to be someone in the northeastern forest there, but... Okay, that's a different there's pictures, by the way. The guide I'm using, there's pictures. So I wasn't in the right northeastern forest. We gotta go a little bit more northeast. And they mentioned a girl there, so she's gonna be hanging out. Dude, this is so fun, though. I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I feel like I'm interested in the lore and setting already. Even though, like, again, it doesn't feel like a Phantasy Star game. This whole, like, Orakian and Laia conflict they got going on, and they freaking took our wife. I'm kind of digging it. I think the main hook and premise was more interesting in Phantasy Star 2, but I feel like more is happening faster in this game already, even though we're not super far into it. Because, like, Phantasy Star 2, the main hook had me at the very start of the game, but then not much happened until a little bit, and then the stuff with Ney was cool, and then, like, some of the story events they had were good, but they were really sporadic. So it went from keeping me interested to forgetting there was a story, to keeping me interested, to having me hooked by the ending, and etc. Reese is so powerful now. There's nothing that can stop him. Where's this girl? She's supposed to be hanging out near the northeastern forest, although this isn't really northeast anymore. It's a cave. The cave is blocked. You can't get in. Why? Why not? It doesn't look blocked to me. I really like the music changing though. That's honestly like a really cool touch. I've been poisoned again. I don't really know like what determines it changing. But it's really cool. I'm gonna die. Please kill him. So how does poison work? Does poison not, like, kill me upon, like, steps or something? Let's see if I can beeline it back without fighting, if I can run. I tried to escape, and I made it. Nice. I might game over here, but honestly, it's not going to be too much of a setback. I need a town, like right now. I've been ambushed. We're dead. Hit again. Hey, yeah, I got it. Game over. I wasn't really northeast, so maybe I was in the wrong area. We're still level 4, so we didn't lose much progress. Also, I think this is the first Phantasy Star game with a subtitle in its title. It's called Phantasy Star 3 Generations of Doom. Because Phantasy Star 4, I think it's called End of Millennium or something. But the first two games were just called 1 and 2 respectively. So that's cool. I wonder if that's gonna come into play at some point in the story. The title Generations. Alright, can I... Is this like the northeastern forest I need to be at? Stop poisoning me. I think I should buy like a couple of antidotes. I'm getting poisoned a whole lot. This music just gets me really pumped up. It's really hype. Oh, right. Where is this girl they mentioned? Starting to think they were lying about seeing a girl here. Starting to think she does not exist. It looks like when the enemy ambushes you, there's a track. Oh, I found her. Oh, she's got red hair. Red and blue hair supremacy? No, I'm not one of Lia's people, Prince. I'm a combat cyborg, designation Mu type. I've been waiting for 1,000 years for you. 1,000 years? I wasn't even born 1,000 years ago. Only a descendant of Arachio can command me. Mu joins the party. Alright, we got another party member, chaps. Nice. Oh, and there she is following us. Switch, so I can put her in the front. Level 1, she's got claw, vest, ribbon. So she probably plays a lot. She probably plays a lot like Nay. First thing I'm gonna want to do is get her another claw so she can dual wield. And we're gonna want to level her up because she's level 1. Alright, they mentioned the cyborg to get into the cave, so maybe now we can get into the cave. Oh, 17 damage? That's crazy, you're level 1 and you're out-damaging Reese. Well, You're out damaging one of his knives. Also, there's a boat there. I wonder if we'll be able to use that at some point. I'm gonna try to buy you a claw so you can dual wield. You'll be even better. I don't have enough Maceta. Screw you. Screw you, son. Here, take my shield. I don't need it anymore. Still can't afford the claw. Let's do one more fight. And I'm gonna use, like... Well, actually, 2 more fights, because I'm gonna need to, like, rest at the end. And then we can just progress with the game, probably. We should be good enough to progress. Or Maceta. I'm gonna maybe... I want to test easy mode just to see if it increases the gain of XP and Maceta. That's what I would assume it does. Which would make the game easier because you're getting more stuff. Also, Reese is poisoned. Is poison, like, actually doing anything to me? It doesn't feel like it's decreasing my HP at all, right? I've been at 32 for so long. I don't see poison being detrimental, like, right now. This is pretty hype, though. This game is really awesome. Alright, one more fight should be good, I think. Hopefully. Well, against one chirper, I'm not so sure. Maybe one more. One more fight with, like, 2 enemies. Because a single chirper only gives me 1 Maceta. Yeah, this'll do it. This'll get me some good money. I almost like gold, like this is Tales of. Let's go. Did it. Alright. Another claw for you. Hopefully she can dual wield claws. I don't see why she can't. It's so weird, right? Because, like, see it says head, see on the left-hand side, it says head, then ribbon under it. Right hand, something under it. I understand it, it's a little, it's off-putting at first, the UI. You get used to it, but at first I was really confused. Also, it looks like she can use techniques. Oh, okay, she's got heal. So res, key res, reaver, reaver, and anti. Oh, she's got more. What the heck? Fambi and everything? Wait. I saw some others. Yeah, Fambi, Forza, and the sock and shoe. Okay. Once again, Phantasy Star spells are hard to figure out unless you played all the games. That's the one thing, that's the one minor thing about Phantasy Star games, like, I wish was better. I understand the games are old, but, like, figuring out what some of the spells do is tricky unless you just memorize them or played the games a lot. That's something the series could do better with. I hope by the time 4 comes out, by the time I play Phantasy Star 4, I hope that issue is addressed. The Sega Ages port for Phantasy Star 1 had like it had like a pause menu. You got to open up like a manual, basically. I'm still poisoned. You got to open up like a menu. Like a pause menu to tell you what everything did. Which that was exclusive to the Sega Ages port, but still. That's another reason why I think getting the Sega Ages port can be beneficial to the other games, because you can have that menu. I mean, poison doesn't seem to be doing anything to me, but I'd rather not be poisoned. Also, can I save the game? Why? Oh, I'm unequipped, that's why. Yeah, bro, I want to equip an antidote. I want to see if you can save the game without healing, because in Suikoden, you can save the game without using the inn. This game is old, so maybe not. Okay, you can't. You have to rest to save. That's kind of stupid. It's only 10 Meseta, but still, it's a little dumb. Alright. Anyway, let's see about this cave. I have to go inside the boat? Nothing unusual here. Return to Yada. Oh, we have to talk to the old man that mentioned the girl. Yeah. Was Yada? This was Yada, right? Yada was this town? The towns look the same so far. Welcome aboard. There's someone holed up in the cave on the island. I hear he stole a gem. A sapphire, probably. Let's do it. See the palace down there in the muck? Our oldest legend says the evil dark force is trapped there by the sword of Arachio. Oh, okay, I found a Phantasy Star parallel. So, I didn't mention this in Phantasy Star 2 because I honestly didn't remember, but remember in Phantasy Star 1, the final boss, Dark Falls? Dark Falls is a recurring thing in Phantasy Star 1 and 2. That penultimate boss we fought in Phantasy Star 2, that was Dark Falls. Dark Falls was like, it was like the mayor of that town in Phantasy Star 1. He was like bad. It was like kind of a late game plot twist and it felt out of nowhere. He's a recurring thing in Phantasy Star 1 and 2 and they just mentioned him here. That's cool. I looked more into it and Dark Force is his local, or some sources call him Dark Force. The first game called him Dark Fowls, but I think the second game had different terms. Like, Motavia was Moda, Dezorus was Dezo. But, Dark Fowls in Phantasy Star 1, the final boss, was Dark Force in Phantasy Star 2. And that was the penultimate boss in Phantasy Star 2, the one we fought before Mother Brain. It's been a while since we did Phantasy Star 1, like a year, to be exact. So I forgot about that. I remembered that boss, but I forgot that that was a... I didn't think that that would be a connection. Also, these are called moos. The enemies look so, like, hilarious. They just kind of, like, jump scare you, you know? You look at them and you're like, what am I looking at? You're about to die, girl. You are about to die. Nice. Yo, 13 Meseta. We're finally getting more Meseta now. And experience. But yeah, Dark Forest. That's a cool, that was a cool tie-in. If I had remembered at the time, I would have brought it up in Phantasy Star 2. I knew he looked a little familiar. I just didn't place it at the time. Alright, let's go inside the cave. Here we go, chat. First dungeon. Let's see how it goes. We're already on the enemy reskins. This game just started. Oh, 32 Masudo! I might actually grind here and leave. So man, this looks like a lava cave. With all this red. Yeah, I think I might actually hang out here, get some levels, and then go back to town. Because we're getting a lot of Meseta. Oh, get him, you. Kill them. Hey, let's go. Gain the level. That is true. No ceiling, no fog. Because that was also another annoying thing about Phantasy Star 2's dungeons. The stupid ceilings and the stupid fog on Dezorus. Or not Dezorus. It was like the... It was called Skure, I think. It was like the area that led into Dezorus with the stupid fog. Yeah, it did suck. That was annoying more than anything else, but still, I could do without it. The way the enemies animate is so funny. Like, only his mouth moves. I am a little disappointed that we don't see the characters anymore. Like, it's back to Phantasy Star 1 of, like, first person. You don't see them. That's a little disappointing. I'm not a graphics person. Wait, what'd that do? It didn't heal me. I'm not a graphics person, so it doesn't bother me, but definitely a step down presentation-wise. Like, that's just a fact. That's not going to be enough to, like, bother me or affect my opinion of the game, because I'm not a graphics person. Like, at all. I can appreciate good graphics and when games look nice, but I don't need them to, like, look the best. I play older games, so how games look doesn't really bother me. But, like, objectively, it's disappointing that presentation-wise they took a step back. But not a deal breaker. I'm still having fun with the game. I like the portraits. The character designs are still good. The character designs, the character portraits, the cutscenes we got in the early game, those are all still good. It's really just the sprites and the way the battles look. It's just a little worse. Yeah, poison does stay after battle, it turns out. I don't know if there's like a church in this game, or like a way to get rid of poison. I saw a church, but it was only for dead characters. I don't know if there's a way to heal it besides buying antidotes. Let me just tell you guys, moving faster in this game is so good. I love the increased movement speed. Like, I really love it. I really, really love it. Is this right here, I think, is only for dead characters. Yeah, regain the will to fight. No one's dead. We just need a way to heal poison. This is armor, I think. Oh no, that was armor, so this isn't armor. Is this accessories? There's no accessories in this game, Nova. What the heck is technique distribution? Can I use, like, muse techniques? I don't know what this means. What? What the heck is this? I don't understand what this is. Alright, I'm not gonna mess with that until I understand what that does. Flyas people have very strange powers, I hear. Oh, you don't say. Alright, anyway, let's go back to that cave. I tried the inn for healing poison, I don't think it works. Yeah, I'm sure Mew can do it, yeah. That's cool, though, bringing up Dark Force. Anyway, Dark Force returning for Phantasy Star 2 was super cool. Oh, we're still poisoned. Whoops. Whoopsie. Apparently I didn't go to the inn. We're gonna try going back to the inn. I don't even know what poison is doing to me. It doesn't feel like it's taking my HP away. It really doesn't. Okay. Milkshake! I'm gonna call this the Milkshake Factory from now on. For anyone who watched Phineas and Ferb, remember that one? I remember that one episode where they go to, like, space or something and they open, like, a milkshake parlor or something. I think it's the episode where Candace is the Queen of Mars, but I could be wrong. It's a great show. I love Phineas and Ferb. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and watch a couple of episodes. I don't even heal. Okay, I understand how poison works. Poison makes it where heals don't work on me. Like, I can't get healed. It's kind of like disease in Wild Arms. That's how poison works. So it's a little bit different in this game. You know what? I'm gonna Google it. Is there another way to heal poison besides Nay? Or not Nay, I called her Nay. Besides Mew's auntie. Because she doesn't have MP right now. Phantasy Star 3 heal poison. Antidotes aren't expensive, but there must be another way. Poison does not drain your HP over time. Instead, it appears and blocks healing, so it's like disease in Wild Arms. It works differently than other games. Town clinics. Visit the local church or clinic inside a town to pay a small fee. There is a clinic or church. I just don't see it. Maybe it's in the same place as a church, but it's like a different person. I see. Are you the clinic? Yeah. We did it. We figured it out. Well, Google figured it out. I looked it up, but you know what I mean. Alright, so poison just stops you from getting healed. It does not drain your HP at all. That's why I didn't notice it. It just makes it where healing is impossible. Which means I gotta use another 10 Maseta, but we were getting so much money in that dungeon, that's not a problem at all. Thank you for my milkshake. This game is so fun. This game is so fun. I'm having such a fun time. I'm not even being sarcastic, I'm actually having a fun time. Nothing crazy has happened. Like, are you ever just playing a game and you're like, yeah, the game is really simple and like nothing's really super outstanding, but you just can't help but you're having a fun time. That was kind of how I felt in Phantasy Star 1 too. And the first like few hours of 2. The first few hours of Phantasy Star 2 I kind of felt that way. That's just how I feel with Phantasy Star. I just have a fun time. And Shining Force. I'm poisoned again, are you kidding me? This sucks. Like, people are probably watching this and like, oh, no, but why are you having a fun time? I don't know, I can't explain it, but I'm having fun. It's just a standard turn-based RPG, but it's so fun right now. I just like the vibes going on. I can't really explain it myself, but I also, you know, yeah. The experience, not bad. Hello? Dimate? Dimates are better monomates, I'm pretty sure. The dungeons are already an improvement of Phantasy Star 2. It looks like they're less labyrinthine and more like traditional. Because in Phantasy Star 2, they had the labyrinth design going on. Part of it could be the movement speed. But again, like, I think if I had played Phantasy Star 2 with double movement speed, I would have had more tolerance for the game, but it wouldn't have changed my opinion much. The dungeons would have still been annoying. Because here's the thing. First of all, the ceilings and fogs are annoying. Second of all, dead ends. Phantasy Star 2 had a lot of dead ends in its dungeons. So the movement speed would not have changed my opinion that much. It would have just made them a little more tolerant. This game so far seems to have a more traditional dungeon approach, which I appreciate. And even those people who are like, oh, but they're too plain and they overcompensate too much. I would rather that than what Phantasy Star 2 did. As we know, Tales of Berseria, Soul Hackers 2, they have really simple and plain, boring dungeons, but the games are still fun, so who cares? Hi, I'm Lyle. Yes, I do have the Sapphire. I don't really need it, so you're welcome to it. I'd like to join you on your adventure, but I have other things to do now. See you around. Alright, peace out, bro. I found the Sapphire. Let's go. That was a really short dungeon. Oh yeah, it's stopping. I think Poison did stop TP too. Yeah, I noticed that. Die, all of you. Encounter rate's also high, but the enemies die so fast, so who cares? Plus, it's an older game. I think this is 1990. Right, because I think Phantasy Star 1 is 88. I looked this up the other day. Phantasy Star 1's 88. Phantasy Star 2 is 99. This is 90. Maybe this is 91, actually. I don't know. Phantasy Star 4 is probably like 93 or 94, though. I don't know that for a fact. I don't know when Phantasy Star 4 came out, but I think Phantasy Star 4 came out closer to like Chrono Trigger, Lufia 2, so closer to the mid-90s. Which, from how it looks, it definitely looks like a step up from all of them. So, that would make sense. All these other games were like a year apart. Granted, the first Phantasy Star was on the Master System, and the second one's on the Genesis, so the second one felt like a big step up graphically than the first game. That's a support spell. This is an annoying sound. You don't have any physical spells, I don't think. I thought you did. Oh my word, that explosion moved us so much. I still don't understand. The top left and bottom left, I still don't understand the difference between them. This one's auto battle, I think. The bottom one is probably just like auto attack for one turn. That seems to be the difference. How much money do we have now? Hey, 498 Meseta, not bad. Alright, let's go. Let's keep on trucking. We got the Sapphire. Where are we off to next? So we can now enter the Eastern Cave in hopes of finding Maya. Cave that was sealed off. Okay. Milkshake! I'll take a chocolate banana milkshake, please. I tried the chocolate-covered strawberry, iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. I gotta say, it's pretty good. Definitely a fan. Alright. Let's buy some antidotes so we don't need to use the church. I did it backwards again. I used the inn first. Oh, escape pipes could work. I'm gonna be honest, I might not use that many escape pipes in this game. Because I'm so fast with the movement speed, I would much rather just fight the enemies and get more levels. I don't know how many of those I'm gonna use. I'll buy one. I don't know how many escape pipes I'm actually gonna use. If there are telepipes, I'll gladly use those. So I might want to look for new armor, because we have a good amount of Meseta now. First I want to go, get rid of this poison. Why do you cancel the action every time I do that? What makes you think I don't want to heal someone else's poison? Okay. Let's go look at the armor shop. Which I think is here. Best. You know what? I think I'd rather... sick character design. I love the portraits and the character designs. Phantasy Star is like killer with character designs. Like, Just look at the Phantasy Star 2 cast. They look so awesome. Like, Sheer, Anna. I think that was her name, right? The yellow-haired chick. Sheer, Anna, Rolf, Nay, Amy. They look so cool. Especially, like, at the end game when you got to see those images of them. Like, man, they look so awesome. It's so upsetting. I wish I liked that game more because they look so cool. Phantasy Star kills it with the character designs. Even Phantasy Star 1, like Alice, Meow, Odin, and Noah, they look cool too. The character designs in this series are always, like, really good. Top left is auto mode till you cancel. Bottom left is auto mode for 1 turn. Auto mode is only attacking the next enemy, no healing, but could be wrong. I see. You know, there is a number 1, so that would make sense. It's for 1 turn. UI interface could be a little more clear on what they mean. But I guess you kind of just figure it out by using them. Okay, we have to go to an eastern cave. I think I saw a couple of caves, though. We'll be able to destroy these chirpies, though. Chirpers kind of remind me of Peepits and Graces. Just a wee bit. Was that a spam call I got? Yeah, it's a spam call I got. Don't need to worry about that. Alright, there was an eastern cave somewhere we had to take. It might be closer to, a starting town, which I don't remember the name of. Or closer to where we found Mew. But yeah, character designs in this series are really good. I really like the character designs. Character designs, they're so good and worthy that their character designs I would use for, like, a commission. If I were to do another character commission. Like, there are elements of character designs from them that I would use. That's how good they are. Like, I look at them and I'm like, man, they look awesome. Goodbye, Moo. Moo your ass out of here. I've been ambushed. I've also been poisoned. Yokai, can you, look into what this tech distribution thing is? Because at the town, there was something called tech distribution. I don't want to mess with it until I know what it is. If you can look into that, I would appreciate it. Please and thank you. The game is easy enough that I'm just auto-battling. You have to go to the top right just to use the other thing. What do you mean the cave is blocked off? Is this not the right cave? This must not be the right cave. Oh my word, that explosion move does so much. They don't use it super often, but when they do, it's crazy. Also, I'm already level 8. Is it just me, or are we leveling up really fast in this game? And I have the game set on normal. I didn't do the easy mode option that the collection has. I'm playing on normal mode, but we're leveling up so quick. Like, we're not even 2 hours in, and we're like almost an hour and a half in, and we're already level 8 on Reese. That feels really good. It feels like really quick for leveling up. And the battles are so quick, you don't even get to hear the full loop of the tracks. Oh my word. Sorry, my coaster fell. Na, 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 na. Notice how my tolerance for not knowing where to go is a lot better because I'm running a lot. I'm moving a lot faster. I'll probably show off how fast the 4 times speed is, and you'll see that it's good to have it as an option, but it's a little too fast. A thunderous voice booms out. Only lions belong in Lion's Palace. Be gone. Alright, whatever. But it, like, 4 times speed is nice, but it's too fast. Or 4 times walking speed, rather. It's too fast, I think. Which, again, I'll probably only use it if I just, like, finish the game, or if I just want to get to the end of the game, if I start not enjoying it. Sapphire glows. Cool. Ooh, alright, this looks very Phantasy Star-esque. This is more Phantasy Star-esque. Oh, yes! It's got, like, a space backdrop and everything. Help, I need healing. I need poison to be healed. Banana, banana, na, 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 na. Oh no! Ah, we're good, we're good. That track is fine, but if you listen to it like on repeat for so long, it gets so annoying really quickly. In Phantasy Star 3, Generations of Doom, Technique Redistribution is a mechanic that lets you trade power between spells. For a small fee of 10 peseta at a town shop, you can take power away from one spell in the category to lower its effectiveness and TP costs, making another spell stronger. I want it to sound a little fancy reading that. Okay, that's cool. So I can make, like, res... I can, like, make res better or worse, I guess, for example. That's interesting. I'll probably mess around with that. Actually, wait. Did Miyu use, Auntie? She did something. Oh no, she probably used a different spell. Oh, we're gonna die? Wait, who is the monomate? It must be Reese. Die mate, my mistake. Heal! Oh, thank you. I might use that escape pipe right about now. We're about to die here. I think I need better armor for this place. We're killing us pretty quickly. It's a wee bit of a problem. I'm out. Alright, can I use something like... I don't have the teleport back to town spell that there's normally in this game. Honestly, we might just walk back and Reese might just die. On the way out, on the way back. Hopefully he doesn't though, but if he dies, so be it. Bum, 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 bum. This way, I think? I'm trying to look for the nearest town. I could open up the world map because the guide I'm using has like links for maps. I haven't used them yet, but I could do that for a quicker way to get there. But honestly, like, we're moving fast enough as is, so I don't really need to. Plus, we can get some extra stuff. This game is definitely not as tough as Phantasy Star 2, that's for sure. Like, it's already not as tough as Phantasy Star 2. Because Phantasy Star 2 was hard. Mostly because you got, like, trash Meseta and experience. So it was grindy at the end of the day. Alright, no one's poisoned, so we can do a quick little milkshake run. I'm totally gonna call it the milkshake run, because it really just reminds me of a milkshake. I'm gonna try out this distribution thing. Alright, let me see. So, heal techniques, res, restores hit points. Yeah. So I know what those do. Oh, Gi-Res is for all members. I thought Gi-Res was a better res. I didn't think Gi-Res was AoE. You're probably right, though. Reaver is a character who... Oh, Reaver is a res skill? We really have a res skill? That's cool. So success rate is based on the power of the technique. Oh, okay. So if I increase Reaver, I think does Reaver only have a chance to revive me? I would need to raise its power to make it res me better. Anti cures the character who's been poisoned. Success rate's based on the power of the technique. Okay. So maxed out Gi-Res heals the whole group, but less than a maxed out res. Okay. Technique grade can grow as levels are gained, so sometimes you'll... Okay. Well, let's take a look then. Okay, so the more colors, the more like is filled in, the better the spell is, right? So if I make it where there's more Reavers, that means Reaver is better. But if I do this, Gi-Res is really good. Am I understanding that right? This is an interesting system. It's interesting to have something like this for a 1990 game. Like, it's something. Alright, so here's the thing, right? I think... I kind of want to have Reaver be really good because it's better... Apparently, it's better success rate. But I also want Gi-Res to be good. I don't know how often we're going to need Reaver right now. Yeah, Reese just died. I don't know. I don't really need Anti to be super high. So I think we're gonna do this. Because I think I think of all these spells, Anti is the least important. It's good, don't get me wrong, but I think it's the least important when it comes to all those spells. There's no way I can look at your stuff, right? Unless I go back to you. Okay, cool. You don't have to spend money every time. Alright. We're gonna try that for now and see how that goes. I saved the game, right? Well, I healed, so I must have saved the game. Kinda stupid that you can't save the game unless you heal. It's only 10 Meseta, but still. Because it reminds me of Suikoden. In Suikoden, you can talk to the person, you could go to the innkeeper and just save your game. You don't have to heal to save your game. At least in the newer Suikoden games. I think even Suikoden 1. I think even Suikoden 1 you can do that, though. Because I know in Suikoden 5, definitely you can do that. By Suikoden 5, you can do that, but... I think even in Suikoden 1, you could just go to the end to save without healing. But again, like, 10 Meseta by now is not much. Wait, was I supposed to go to this bridge? I don't think I was supposed to go to this bridge. I think this is not the way to go. What level are we right now? Level 8 on you and level 7 on you. I think we're pretty good. You know what? Maybe I'll look here and see if there's good armor, because we were taking some good damage there. And those chirpies are not giving me a lot anymore. They just ain't it. I don't need a milkshake right now. I'm good. I'll pass. Armor shop. Let's see. Force, Emerald, or Emblem, whatever. I don't know. Okay. Before I buy anything... You don't have any boots. I wonder if you can equip boots. Okay, no, you can't use it. I do like that Phantasy Star tells you when you can use certain stuff. Does the game tell you what the order techniques of Mew are, or need the description for the four? I didn't check. It doesn't tell me descriptions for any spells, so yeah, you could tell me what the descriptions are for them. I don't think this game describes its spells, kind of like Phantasy Star 1 and 2. So you could tell me what they do. What the heck is Steel NDL? It's good for Reese. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's a weapon. Okay. Steel Needle it might stand for. Alright, we got a bit more attack with you, that's good. Let's get moving. Alright, let's go. Should be good. We got some levels and we got another weapon on Reese. At least one other weapon on Reese. Yeah, I definitely don't remember what the order texts do. Some of them were in Phantasy Star 2, but I didn't really use them much. So I definitely don't know what they do. So Fambia increases attack. It can be stacked. Force's insta-kill, so I'm never really gonna use Forza. Does not work against bosses, of course. The sack restores all hit points to the part. Oh, okay, so it's like a sacrifice. I do remember that one. I used that one with Nay accidentally, and it killed her. I remember killing Nay with Nasak. I'm also not gonna use that one. So it sounds like Fambi and Shu are the only ones I care about in terms of the order spells. Okay. Thank you, Yokai. Appreciate you. Always helping a brother out. I can respect that. So of those, I'm only going to use Fambi and Shu. I will ignore the other two. Bum, 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 bum. Get the level. Is it level 9 or level 10? I think it's level 9. Yeah, it's level 9. Yeah, the characters don't need a lot of experience to level up. We're not getting a lot of experience, but they don't need a lot. Like, we only need 63 experience, and we're getting, like, 5... Well, unless we fight one Chirpy. One Chirpy gives us 1, but... We're getting, like, 5 minimum from the average encounter. So leveling up in this game is, like, really quick. Especially compared to Phantasy Star 2. I think in Phantasy Star 1, like, Phantasy Star 1 was kind. It had moments where, like, you should grind, but it definitely wasn't that grindy. It was mostly just the beginning. I think every Phantasy Star game in the beginning of every Phantasy Star game, you need to, like, get, like, a couple of levels. But 2 kind of felt like that for the entire game, and 1 probably had, like, another moment or 2 that was like, hey, you should grind, but it wasn't super often that I remember. And the max level in that game was 30, so... And you probably end the game, like, 25. You probably get pretty close to 30, but you don't need to be level 30. I don't think I got to level 30 in Phantasy Star 1. I think I was close, though. And in 2, the max level is 50. I wonder what the max level in this game is. I could see it being 50, like in 2. Which, if someone does want to look it up for me, that'd be cool, because I'm curious, and it's not really a spoiler to say that. Because the chance of me getting max level is slim. I only did it in 2 because I used cheats and I was sick of that game, so... Yeah, let's try this dungeon again. See how it goes. Ah ha ha! So you can only aim at a column. Here I'm gonna attack any of them. I see. What? Hold up. Oh, no, you can attack a specific enemy. No, you can't? Ah, whatever. That doesn't matter. I don't really care who Reese attacks. I meant to heal, dang it. Whoops. We're fine, I think. Let's go. Also, Bambi took so much TP. Because I'm already low on TP. I have like 39 MP. Oh no, I only have 22 MP. Never mind. 24, whatever. I thought I had 39 MP with, or TP. It's called TP in this game. In these games. I thought I had like 34 with Mew, but that's not right. I've been poisoned. I hate this game. Most of the fights are so easy, that's why I'm just auto-battling. I have all these antidotes to use. Res takes 7. That is insane. I know it's a single heal, and G-Res takes 4. I mean, actually, Yokai was saying that the distribution thing affects TP costs, so maybe that's why. But that's crazy. So I guess Reese is never going to be able to use MP because he doesn't have any TP. I also wonder if this game is going to have more bosses than Phantasy Star 2, because Phantasy Star 2 lacked bosses. There were only, like, 4 bosses. Kind of 3, because... it was Nay first, and then they had that scripted fight. The one that brought you to the Gyra satellite, I think. Or it was in the Gyra satellite. And then, like, it was Nay first. It was that scripted fight. And then they had Dark Force and then Mother Brain. So 4 bosses in Phantasy Star 2's, like... For me, it was like 15-hour runtime. That game takes close to 30 hours because of how grindy it is and how the dungeons suck. But, yeah. Hopefully this game has a couple more bosses, though. That'd be cool. Oh, thanks for the antidote. I could benefit from it, definitely. 4 experience and 14 Maseta. Healing magic without distribution is 5. I see. 5 is still kind of a lot. I mean, it probably heals a lot, but still. The key res isn't very good, but that's whatever. Yeah, I could definitely see the dungeons being simple and like comparing them to Phantasy Star 2, I can see them being, air quotes, uninspired. But if Phantasy Star, I don't really mind it, first of all, and second of all, if Phantasy Star 3's, or if Phantasy Star 2's dungeons weren't that complex, I wouldn't really feel that way. But I mean, like, Phantasy Star 2's dungeons sucked, so that's why I'm like, that's why I'm thinking, like, man, why does it matter? I feel like it's good, because they went too far with the dungeons in 2. Not bad, not bad. Wait, that just hit both of them? The needle thing? Yeah, it's definitely the biggest thing, too. No ceilings. We've done it. We got rid of the ceilings. They scrapped them. Alright, is there a town nearby? Because I'm dying. I'm not dying, but I'm a little worried I will die. Alright. Here we go, village. What's poppin'? Here I am. I can use a milkshake right about now. I'm only at 4.99 Maseta. That dungeon did not get me a lot of money. You got sick from the fog and ceiling? You had a headache watching it? I'm so sorry. I feel your pain. Fortunately, I didn't get sick and get a headache, but I could see how someone would. The fog especially. The fog especially was disgusting to look at. I think we need armor more so than weapons, to be honest. Because we were kind of taking a beating, but not really. Boot. Stuff is so expensive, though. I want something for my girl Nay. Probably the hunting vest. I do appreciate when you pick a piece of armor for the character that can't use it, they don't take your Maseta away. They tell you, like, you can't use it, you still want it. That's really good because the game's UI doesn't show you, so it's really good that the game does that. That should be a good boost. Yeah, definitely. If I was getting a headache, I'd be straight up like, hey, I cannot finish this game. Like, I cannot finish this game because it's literally making me sick. I absolutely would have done that, yeah. Heracleo's fortresses once stood south of here. Legends mention a hidden gate near their ruins. I would have quit Phantasy Star 2 if cheats weren't readily available to me. I would not have finished that game without the cheats I used. So yeah. And again, I say it all the time, but like, I very much could have, if I didn't want to play every Phantasy Star game, I very much could have looked up a wiki to see the story of it. Because the story was the only thing I cared about, but they were so sporadic with the events. Does not need my services. That's fine. We're all suffering from hunger and severe cold. This is Russell, stranger, a small fishing village. Also a snowy village. The deadly winter came upon us without warning. We can't fish in a sea of ice. We're starving. Oh, this reminds me of, well, not the storyline with the fishing, but Zulon had, like, an eternal winter in Lunar, too. They had, like, an eternal winter. Not exactly the whole, like, pond freezing. That's cool, though. The pond, like, froze. Where, oh where, can I find some NPCs to help me out? We minstrels know much of the ancient legends. My favorite is one that tells of our people fleeing a terrible evil thing called Dark Force. Yeah, so Dark Force, that's the final boss in 1 and the penultimate boss in 2. It can't just be a coincidence. This is a Phantasy Star game. I bet he'll show up in this game, maybe be another like penultimate or final boss even. That's like the only thing story-wise that's connecting this game with the other Phantasy Star games thus far. In my opinion. Right now, from what I notice. Alright. So, we need to go south, because they said south. Something about a fortress south. Na, na. Weird to me how level 50 characters dealt not much more damage, nor survived more damage. Yeah, levels didn't feel like they affected much. It felt like it mattered more on the equipment. Definitely. Listen, I can appreciate that Phantasy Star 2. One thing I can appreciate, it's a work of art in terms of its story, and it's like, especially for the time, its story was super ambitious. Its story and its premise were really cool. I will always admire that about Phantasy Star 2. It's just not a fun game to play. Like, as a game, it sucks. But it's at least a good work of art in terms of its story. That's the biggest praise I can give Phantasy Star 2. Unless you want to play all the Phantasy Star games, like, don't bother playing or finishing 2. Like, unless you want to have a pride that's like, I want to play and finish every Phantasy Star game. Just, if you care about the story, look up the wiki. Take it from me and use my playthrough as a source of why. Banana, banana. Nice. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't expect to enter a dungeon here. That's cool. I feel like we're flying through this game now. Probably the double walking speed. I expect this game to be anywhere from like 10 to 20 hours. Because the first game took me like 11 to 12 hours because it was the Sega Aegis port. The Sega Aegis port made Alice move a little faster, but I think it was mostly the experience in the setup. It was the maps for the dungeons too. But there were a couple of good quality of life in that. And then Phantasy Star 2 took me like 15 hours. And that was like streamlining it with all the stuff I used. So I don't know how long this game actually is. I'm expecting it to be maybe around the length of Phantasy Star 2. Like however long Phantasy Star 2 took me. So I'm probably expecting around 15 hours. Maybe we'll get to 20 hours, I don't know. But I'm expecting like 10 to 20 hours for this game. And then we can move on to 4, which I'm really excited about. Right now I'm really enjoying this game, so we could be excited about Phantasy Star 4 later. Oh, there's a chest over there. Also, don't expect me to get every item. I'll try my best to get all the chests. I don't promise 100% in terms of, like, I'm gonna get every single chest. I get what I get, and you guys don't get upset over it. I thought that was a chest. Oh, that's a chest over there. Okay. Grab that. Diamate, let's go. That can come in handy if, I almost called her Nay again. If Mew runs out of MP. You know, Mew looks nothing like Nay, given that Nay was a cat girl and Mew is a cyborg. But they both fight similarly. Like, I'm using a claw with Mew. I'm using a claw with Mew, which is what I did with Nay. She used her claws because she was a cat girl. But they don't even look anything alike. But they have similar fighting styles and roles with their spells, so I keep thinking she's Nay, but she's not. She's nothing like Nay. Ow. Ow. Okay, okay. Oh, antidote, thank you. I think I'm poisoned, actually, so that's perfect. Huh? Sorry, I had to read something. Death awaits you. Let's see. I'm gonna use a D-Res. Yeah, D-Res is only healing us like 8 HP. Oh my word, we're in another region already. Kind of crazy how many new regions we're going to already with not much story happening. Yeah, only lions belong. I got you. What is our goal? Our goal is to save Maya, but well, that's our goal, just to save Maya. Oh, hello. Fancy meeting you here. Hopefully we get like a jet scooter equivalent. First game had the, I don't know, what's it called? It was called the hovercraft, I think. The hovercraft. And the second game had the jet scooter. At least if we get to move the boat around, that'd be cool. It wouldn't be as cool as the jet scooter and or hovercraft, but it would be something. I've been poisoned. And poison is so prevalent in this game. So much of it. Notice how I've not, like, done normal battle, because auto battle is taking care of the fights really easily. Like, I just don't need to try. We don't even have any, like, physical spells anyway. We don't have, like, fire or wind or anything. We only have, like, heals and buffs, so all I can really do is attack anyway. So that's why I'm just auto battling through everything. Because if I wasn't auto battling, I'd just be spamming attack anyway. There's a cave over there we can try to explore. What the heck? It's a giant. Alright, I'm gonna actually want to try for this. Oh my word, that did so much. Good thing I used shoe. Nice, nice. Got all three of them, let's go. Don't die, Mew. Don't die. Do not die on me. I think you're actually... I'm gonna use that Diamate I have. I love the little running animation. See at the bottom how the little person runs? It's so funny looking. Oh, you know what? The music seems to be changing. I think it's kind of like Trails. Trails and probably some other games, but Trails is the first one that came to mind. That was like death music. Like we were low on health and that's when the music was playing. This is probably like, hey, you're back in the driver's seat. What's another game? There's another game that switches music, but Trails is the first one I thought of. There's like normal music and then like you're about to die music. There's probably some other games that do it, but I can't think of them right now. I think that's what's determining the music. That's cool. Oh, cave is blocked off. I do appreciate that when you can't go to a cave, the game tells you you can't. Like, it doesn't let you go there. Because I feel like a staple of older games is to get destroyed in an area you shouldn't be. So that kind of gates you off. I do appreciate that because it doesn't waste your time. Like, oh, a cave, like when you don't know where to go, this is another temple we probably can't go to. These will be relevant at some point. Alright, I need a town like ASAP. Fortunately, we're getting a lot of money and experience, though. Okay. Nothing as far as the eye can see. Desert as far as the eye can see. Dun 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 dun. The heck is the town? There's another cave right there. That's the cave I came from, actually. Oh, not the giant again. Can I run? I can't run. This might be it. Hopefully not, though. This is a problem. Dying here would suck. I might actually save state here. Because this actually is a bit of a bind. And I really don't want to lose progress in this game that I'm having so much fun with. No, Reese. Hey, gained a level, nice. What the heck? The music changed? Where can I go? I need a town like ASAP. I might load that save state if I die here. I need a town like right now. I've been ambushed. Alright, load the state. Let me run here. I can't run, that's a problem. This might be a problem. Okay, that worked. Cave state right there. I need a village like, right now. No, stop ambushing me. I think these guys I can kill. It's just the giant enemies. Never mind, they're a lot tankier than I realize. Okay, no, we're fine. So far. Yeah, you're dead. I'm just hoping I find, like, a town soon. Like, today. I'm gonna need to, like, use the map. I'm gonna need to use the map here to see where the town is, because I don't see it. Iridia Overworld. Let's see. It's like in the center. So from this cave, it's like towards the center. It's like in the center, there's like a bunch of these mountains and it's like in the center of all of them. Are you kidding me? I did not mean to do that, I meant to run. Hopefully it's fine now. Okay. Immediately load this state. So if I'm here, right? Just go directly south, I should find it maybe? Hopefully. Oh, two of these? That sucks. They let me escape. Please get me to the village. I need a village like right now. Yeah, it's another like rocky area. Oh, come on, where is the town here? Alright, this is all the way south. So let me open up the Iridia Overworld. If I'm near a stream, that means I'm close. Oh yeah, Chirper. I can kill this Chirper, definitely. There we go, okay, cool. So now, I just need to go north. I just need to follow the stream, basically. Yes, give me chirpers, please. It's got way too close for comfort. Okay. Get him. Very nice. Go, 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 go. Oh, finally. Let's go. That was crazy. I can use a milkshake right about now. 602 Maceta, that's cool. Alright, well, we made it here. So... let's just get talking. What the heck? Cyborgs has attack rarely get human guests. So this place is like filled with cyborgs. Yo, that's so cool. An old crazy cyborg wanders the desert. Oh, does he now? Sounds like the weather control needs adjusting. What the heck? That cyborg has, like, human hair? That's crazy. Find Ren, then go east and fix the weather. Alright, that's what we have to do, I guess. So we have to go east of here. But first I want to see if we can buy some weapons and stuff. Weapon shop. Let's see. Hunting shot. Laser needle. I'm gonna buy this for my boy Reese here. Get him a bit more attack. We can get rid of the knife. Oh, sword is a dual weapon. You know what? Let's run that for a bit. Since I bought it. Just as we get more Maceta. That's a single weapon now, it looks like. Or you can't, like, dual wield it. I'm gonna also go back in here. And do some distributing. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to pick Reese there. Let's see. Apparently, as they extend, I want to make G-Res better, I think. I think I'm gonna do that to make G-Res a little better. The distribution thing is neat. Especially, like, I mean, just to have some kind of progression system in the game for a game this old is really good. Right, we're already fully healed, that's nice. A third party member would be nice right about now, too. Armor shop. Can I give anything? Headgear. Can I give this to... I don't have enough Maceta, I'm broke. I could sell the knife with Reese. That we don't need anymore. Can I get this headgear for a Mew? Can't. I do like that when you back out of a shop, it doesn't immediately make you leave. Phantasy Star 2 did that, and it was really annoying. Probably the first game did too, but it's nice that this game doesn't. Yellow is what I have equipped, so I don't need the hunting armor anymore, because we have the steel armor now. Can't sell the sapphire, probably. I don't know what monitor does. Might just sell this if we have the sword. Probably just not gonna dual wield for a little bit. Cape is probably for Mew, right? Nope. Is anything here for Mew that I can give her? Oh my word, she can't wear anything. Bandana? Oh, she can't wear anything. Oh my word, she literally can't wear anything. That sucks. Honestly, in that case, maybe I'll use my weapon to try to get dual-wielding weapons. I love how everything you have equipped is orange. Yeah, I like that too. I think that's new to Phantasy Star. I think 2, they didn't do that. They didn't hide. I think 2 had the little... It might have had the little E next to it. I don't remember. But yeah, the fact that you can see what's equipped in is really cool. I think I'm just gonna... I guess I'm gonna buy Reese armor, or maybe just save my Maceta until we, like, need it. Whatever. We are good. So we need to go east. Just directly east. To find this cyborg. Nothing else matters. I'm gonna start trying in the combat a little more. 37 damage is really good, though. It's probably better to just use it, even though it's not dual-wielding. I think it's doing more than our other weapons were still, despite the lack of dual-wielding. Yeah, 38 is really good. Hey, level up for Mew, nice. Wait, to head west, not east. Did they not just tell me east, though? Guide is telling me west, but I'm pretty sure they told me east. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I'm gonna go back in here because I'm curious. I feel like they told me east. Western cave. Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. I thought they said Eastern Cave. I was gonna dock the game for a second there. I cannot imagine. I mean, now that I'm using double speed, I cannot imagine playing this game with the normal walking speed, with how big this world map is. I mean, it's the same thing in 2. The world map in that game was also big, so I experienced it. Like, it's not just a Phantasy Star 2 thing, it was just, like, the walking speed in that game was so slow, so now I can never go back. Like, this is... Like, every time I play these games, I gotta do it with double or quadruple walking speed. There's just no... There's no going back at this point. You love me my 36 damage, though. Let's do anti. Yeah. Nice. Succeeded. Oh, it's got Foi. Foi. Just a fire spell. Alright, you guys should be able to attack and kill it. You guys together. Yeah, quite easily. The sword is really good for these giants. Very, very good for these giants. Alright, where's this Western Cave? Is it, like, nearby? Here it is. I should have used, should have had the res ready on Breeze. Nice. Oh my word, 2 bots in like the span of 5 seconds? Screw off. Sometimes there's like a lag when I pick an action, and I think my game crashes. It's no bueno, it scares me every time. Uh-oh, Mew's really low on health. I can't wait for this third party member, presumably. Oh my word. I die here. I don't know what monitor does. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. Sega. I'm trying to think here. Do I want the sword? I think I do. I think it's really good. Even though it's a single weapon to wield. I think the sword was doing good. If there's another steel needle, that would be nice too. There's a laser needle, but it's 1500. I think we get the sword. And then we sell the stuff we're not using. Like the hunting armor. This vest is also not being used. 50 defense is better than nothing. We went over here for tech distribution, I think. Please be careful. Where's the supply shop? I'll buy some supplies for that. Honestly, maybe I want to grind in that cave for a bit and use an escape pipe. There's no supply shop here, really? Okay, there is. I'm stupid. Buy one of these, just in case. Buy some dimates, maybe some monomates because they're cheaper. I don't know if dimates are super necessary. And buy like an antidote. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. Can't believe we've been live for 2 hours already. It does not feel like 2 hours of it. I feel like we've gone through a lot of areas. In terms of like the areas we've gone through, I feel like we've done a lot. I feel like we've made some really good progress so far. Not much story, but like, I mean, I feel like we've done a lot. Alright, back westward. Hopefully fighting whatever enemies we encounter, because we clearly need the experience a little bit. I don't think we're under-leveled. I think we just need to be better prepped item-wise. Also, we just need a third party member already. Ideally, a fourth. Actually, it might be 4 party members in battle. I can't really tell. I can't tell. It looks like in the box they can only fit 4, but it looks like they might be able to fit a 5th. I think it might be 5, because like, in the camp menu, it looks like there's 5 characters with you at a time. It just doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense to have 1 character sit on the bench. It really doesn't. So I'm kind of thinking it's 5-person battles. Okay, keep moving. If things get dicey, I have that escape pipe. No. Alright, we are inside the cave. Very, very nice. Ow. Really, the thing is, I just need healing, and Mew only has so much MP. That's what the monomates are for. Hey, level up for Reese, let's go. Only this game we're new enough to have level restore. You know, the dungeons feel really small so far. Like, they feel like... in terms of length, I can definitely see overcompensation. They feel really short. Like, if the encounter rate weren't so high, they'd be really quick. So in terms of that, I am seeing the overcompensation. I mean, I don't really mind it. I'm just stating, like, I'm spitting facts, you know? I do, in that regard, I do see it. Like, they feel short. Like, if the encounter rate weren't that high, then I would definitely be like, yeah, the dungeons are really short. Which I guess is an overcompensation, but again, I think I prefer it. After what they tried to do in 2. Guess at least they're not overstaying their welcome, or anything like that. Banana. Get these nails out of here. Why are they called nails? Don't know. Okay, not bad, not bad. Very good. Might be a bit of a problem. Can't hit the ones in the back, are you kidding me? Whatever. Well, that went before the Fawn B. I don't know if we really need a defense buff at this point. Oh, it's 2 attacks. You can attack different targets. That's cool. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize you can space out your targets. Oh, whoops. It's fine. I think we're still good. These enemies aren't super difficult. 65 damage with that fan bee. That's awesome. Oh no, Mew! Mew has died. So the music doesn't change in dungeons, I guess. I see your chest. I want to grab that chest at least. Might be a problem. Without Mew. I want that chest, please. That chest. Just give me this chest and I'll be out of your hair. By me? Okay. Whoop. I did not see. Oh, there's a cave right there. Maybe that's where the cyborg is. Do we, like, not, though? I wish I had a telepipe right about now. Really wish I had a telepipe right about now. Don't have any antidotes left? Really? That sucks. Go, 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 go. No, I want to... Okay. I wanted to run, not attack. The game took a while to load, so I thought I had to press the O button. The giant just kills me. No giants, please. Thank you. Dun, dun, banana. Are you kidding me? I'm like right here. Come on. Thanks for the 0 damage though. Appreciate that. Not bad, not bad. Very good, in fact. Alright. Let's see. Let's go get this poison and we'll get Mew up. See how much that costs. Wish we had some telepipes. Hopefully there are telepipes in this game later. Is there no, there's gotta be a clinic. Where is the church? Is it like up here? It's gotta be a church, come on. How are you not gonna have a church in this game? I don't see the church though. That's armor. That was supply shop. I don't see the church here. How are you not gonna have a church in this place? Like, how am I supposed to res her? Unless in this town it's shared with the inn. Yeah, I don't know. Where's the church? How am I supposed to res Mew? Also, she's walking behind me, but she's dead. That's funny. She must not be in that much danger. Where's the armor shop? Yeah, like, where's the church here? There's, like, no church in this town. Which is stupid. Am I really just supposed to go back to that other town just for a friggin' church? That's the whole town. There's just no church. And there's no telepipe, so I can't teleport? You don't have church services either. So I literally have to go back to Landon or Yada or Rizel. I have to go back to another town just to res her? That's stupid. And there's no telepipes in this game? Or way to teleport? Fast traveling resources. There's literally, the only way to go to a church is literally just to walk back to the cave. Or walk back to the church. That's a little dumb. It's not a super long cave, but like, why can't they put the church here? I don't follow. Wait, if I use an escape pipe in that dungeon, it probably will take me... It'll probably take me back to the entrance, right? I want to see if that's like a little cheat sheet I can do. Probably not, though. Probably gonna take me where I entered from, I guess. I mean, like, I guess I'm gonna walk back with Grease to res her, but that's stupid that they don't put a church here. Alright, I guess the way I'm supposed to... Let me see here. Some more things, but there's no, like, caves. Going northeast is how I get back. That's really dumb that there's no church here. That's really stupid. I don't know how hard it would have been to add a church here. Come on now. Or just add freaking... Or have telepipes available now. I really hope telepipes are in this game. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to take them out. I'm poisoned again, by the way. Public speed and 48 Meseta. Nice. Alright, not bad. Pretty good, I'd say. I surprised him. I am escaping. I want to see if using an escape pipe in this dungeon is gonna... I want to see if it's gonna bring me to the other side of the dungeon. I don't think it will, but it's worth a shot. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's go. Let me run. Thank you. I feel like I know what this is gonna do. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, it's just gonna take me to where I enter from. That's what I thought. I mean, like, it's not like this dungeon is long, but my word, come on, have a little respect for my time, and don't make me backtrack. Just add a freaking church at Hazatag. How hard is that? To add a church there. Alright, Phantasy Star 3, you were really fun. You're still really fun, but like, not having a church at Hazatag, kind of dumb. You're not being fun right now because you're making me backtrack just to get Mew up. Also, she's walking just fine, but she's dead. Like, that makes any sense? They didn't want to have an animation for her being dead or, like, make her not here. Really, you guys are super weak. Why can't I run? I think I'm strong enough to kill you all, though. Yeah, so far my least favorite thing in this game is not having a church in Hazatag or having a telepipe available to me now. That's my least favorite thing about Phantasy Star 3 right at this minute. I'm about to die here. Like, what am I supposed to do? Because, like, I have to walk back because the game doesn't have a church. All I can do is run, but running doesn't even always work. I'm trying to see if there's a quicker way to get through this place. I was ambushed, okay. Okay. I also miss dual wielding because I can only attack once. These Lobo wings are the problem. And unfortunately, the character that has the res move is the one dead, so I need a church right now. Like, more than ever. Because the character... Where are the stairs here? The character that is dead... The character that is dead has the res skill. So, yeah. wouldn't be as bad if that weren't the case. I could just use a Reaver, but unfortunately it's not an option. Where the heck are the stairs here, bro? I think we're almost done, hopefully. I did so much damage for no reason. Alright, how close was the town here? Pretty close. I have a save state where I have more health. I'm gonna try to keep that just in case. Although I think the enemies here are weaker, so we're fine. Nope, I still can't run for some reason. Nope, we're dead. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to save state, just in case that happened. Is this the way I went? I don't remember. This is definitely the low point of Phantasy Star 3 right now. And the solution is simple. You just needed to have a church at Hazatak. That is the simple solution to this. Really, game? Really? Oh my word. You either need to have a church at Hazatak or just a telepipe. Those are simple solutions you could have had to make this not suck right about now. Alright, 2 damage, it's whatever. Come on, game. We're so close to a town. Right there. Oh, okay. I've been defeated. Yeah, whatever. Not quite. Game, come on. I was really enjoying you. I still am, but like, my word, it's just so frustrating. It's such a simple fix. Not having a town in one, not having a church in one town is just so asinine. Like, it should be so easy to program a church in every town. Or especially when there's a cave in between your town. It's just such a simple fix, which is why it makes me mad. It's such a simple way to fix it. Whatever, though. Hopefully we don't have to deal with Mew dying until we get to a town that has a church. Alright. Milkshake. Alright, let's go. We should be good now, hopefully. We should be fine. No. Alright. Let's get a move on. All is okay now because we got Mew back. It just doesn't make sense. Like, have a faster way to travel there or have a church there. Having a church would have been enough if you didn't want to have telepipes yet. Although, if this game doesn't have telepipe, that will be a flaw with the game. Like, I will dock points against the game if there are no telepipes. You had them, or telepipes. Not even just telepipes, just a way to teleport to towns. Either a spell or telepipes. Because that makes it worse, because Phantasy Star 2 at least had that. There was both a spell to teleport you to the last town you went to, and a telepipe. So, yeah, I really don't see, like... why you don't have that. Not bad, not bad. So far, though, besides not having a church in Hazatak, this game has been really fun. I just want to be clear. Like, I'm having a fun time with Phantasy Star 3. Despite that. Despite having to backtrack all the way over here. So, you do not let this little moment of my frustration affect how I'm enjoying the game, because I'm still really enjoying the game. It's just that one moment of, hey, we need a... You should have just had a church in the desert town. But don't let that deceive you. I'm still really having fun with the game. And again, I was having fun with the early parts of Phantasy Star 2. Well, I was, even though, like, I don't know, right? Because I think the dungeons were immediately a red flag. I think the early dungeons, I was like, yeah, I think I immediately sensed a red flag with them. But they weren't as annoying. The first, like, 3 weren't as annoying because the game, it was still early in the game. So, like, right now, I think my enjoyment of Phantasy Star 2 was still pretty high. But I'd argue I'm enjoying this more because the dungeons aren't as much of a pain. Because, like, other than that little section of just having to backtrack to get Mew up, I've been having a great time with this game so far. I think I'm going to wrap up in like 20 minutes though, at least for a little bit, because I'm getting a little lightheaded, and that's on me because I didn't eat enough. But maybe I'll come back later and play like another hour. Also, I woke up a little later than I wanted today. I didn't get as much done, but, I'll tell you guys, because, Fightnoid, he joined the Dragon Quest Heroes 2 streams, and he invited me to a group of people who play Dragon Quest multiplayer. So, I'm gonna try to play with them. I'm gonna do Dragon Quest Heroes 2 co-op for the first time, which I'm excited about. So he invited me to play co-op with a couple of people he plays with, so... That's at 6 o'clock. So if I'm gonna end like in 20 minutes, and that gives me time to get some food before I do that. So that's another reason I'm gonna end. My plan was to stream like 1:32, and then stream for like 4 hours, and then maybe join them. Like, they do 6 to 8, Mondays to Thursdays, which I'm not able to make every day, but I want to at least try playing with them today. So if I end in like 20 minutes, that gives me time to get some food, and then I can play a bit of that. And then after that, maybe I'll stream another hour after that. Maybe after I play with them, I'll stream another hour or something. If not, though, I think this was a good stream. We still made some really good progress. I feel like we're gonna fly through this game because of the walking speed, so if we have some 3-hour streams of this game, that's fine. Because I feel like we're gonna fly through it. But if I do come back later and I'm like, yeah, I'll play another hour, that's cool. We can maybe play another hour. But if not, 3 hours is still plenty. Alright, Reese, what level are you right now, bro? Like, I should have eaten more before stream. That's my fault. I didn't really eat enough before stream. So I'm feeling lightheaded now because of that. Oh, no TP, okay. No TP, alright, I got you, game, I got you. Hopefully we can actually finish the Western Cave today. We're getting more levels now because of that backtrack. I still don't like that there was no Church in Hazatak, but at least it got us some more levels. I have a couple of monomates I should probably use so we don't die. I'm gonna open up the Western Cave map since we already explored it. I don't really feel a need to... We already explored, we got the chest, so I don't really feel a need to look around more. Alright, let's see. Mate. Alright, cool. I've been ambushed. I'm experiencing 41 Meseta. Let's go. Overall, though, I'd say the first Phantasy Star 3 stream was a major success. Give me a second. Alright, cool. Let's go. Over here. I think I went too far south, actually. I went too far south. Alright then. I'm gonna try to run, see if it lets me. It did not let me, dang it. I've been poisoned again. Alright, well, guess I'm gonna kill you guys. I might do a bit of grinding too before the next stream. Just cause why not? Alright. So I need to use antidotes to get rid of the poison. Death, there's just nothing to do. Oh, we got Nitrogen Maceta now. That's cool. I'm just going to get a couple of antidotes here. Because I don't really think there's much equipment to do. Just have a couple of antidotes on hand. And we have those 2 escape pipes we can use for later. Oh, there's like 2 pages for items. That's cool. Buy another antidote, because why not? Maybe another monomator too. Just to make sure we're all ready for the Western Cave. Also, I'm gonna save, because I need to save after all that. I think Reese is level 12 now, so we got some good levels from that. Alright. Let's rest up and save our game. It's looking like we might have time to finish up the Western Cave. And see if we get a third party member or not. And that'll be a good stopping point, I think. We made some really good progress for the first Phantasy Star 3 stream. Again, like, Phantasy Star, the early game, every, like, first hour or 2, or, like, first 3 hours, you should say, I guess. Depending on how you play. Every early Phantasy Star, like, the early game of Phantasy Star is always, like, more grindy than the rest of the game, I feel. Although in 2, it's grindy throughout the entire game, but in Phantasy Star 1, it was like that. It's probably like that in this game, but we should be able to make a lot more progress in the future streams. Even though I feel like we made a good amount of progress today, all things considered. Mostly because of the walking speed, which, if we go through it faster because of the walking speed, that's fine, because the walking speed is honestly a godsend after having played 2. Alright, but yeah, let's see if we can just finish up the Western Cave here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish up the Western Cave and then we'll probably call it, because again, I'm gonna go get some food. Feeling a little lightheaded here. Let's see. Let us see. Yeah, this cave is not as confusing to get through. Ow. Or 6 XP and 25 Maceta. We actually got all the way, we got the chest all the way to the left, which was a Diamate. There's another item near the Diamate that we're gonna get while we go through. That 40 does so much damage. Good thing we have like heals now though. We have like all the monomates. Works for me. I was gonna buff, but like I don't think I need it. I really don't think I need the buffs. Like, we're kind of killing stuff pretty easily here. If anything, Shoe helps because it raises defense for the really strong hits, but for the most part, I just don't need them. Oh, 79 damage. How are you not dead? That was like 100 damage I did, and you're not dead. That's crazy. Yeah, man, this game has been fun. I'm really liking, like, overall, again, I didn't really like Phantasy Star 2, but my Phantasy Star journey has been really fun. So I'm really excited to get more into it. Like, again, I'm really just excited to get the 4. It's gonna be so worth it after playing all these games. Get an ante going. Oh, I didn't even need the ante. All right. Well, I'm gonna use it now, but nice, 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 nice. And then we'll hit Reese up with a Dimate. Get him back to 67. Where's my 69 HP? Yeah, that's the chest we missed. So we already got that chest over there. To the west of where we are was that just what the heck? Bro, I swear, every new enemy, like, jump scares me in this game. What on earth is that giant head? Is that Ebony from Starbites? Man, Starbites, what a game. Starbites really annoyed me the further I got in. I really did enjoy playing that game. Like, it's such a, it has so many flaws, but it was such a charming game. I reflect on my time with Starbites. I did enjoy it by the end, even though I ended up, like, the combat lost me. So I ended up playing on easy mode if you guys watched that playthrough, but Starbites is it's still such a charming game. I really did enjoy it. It's kind of like my buddy just showed me Poison Control, which is a game I've been curious about. It's kind of like, I feel like that's like my Poison Control. Like, I really enjoy that game, despite how I did start to get annoyed of it by the end, and it started to lose me. At the end of the day, I really did enjoy Starbites. Like, it was such a charming game. If they make a sequel, I will definitely, like, play it. Yeah, I think that's my Poison Control. Like, how my buddy feels about Poison Control from watching him play it, I think that's how I feel about Starbites in a nutshell. More or less. Anyway, back to Phantasy Star 3. I went on that tangent just because that head thing reminded me of Ebony. Okay, Reese is about to die. Please don't kill him. Let's see if Mew can heal him in time. Mew, please! Heal him! Oh, thank you. Alright, this is a little dicey. I'm gonna actually use G-Res here and hope it heals a lot. Alright, good heals, good heals. We need to start attacking though, because there's so many enemies. We don't have like a mage. I wish we had like a mage, like someone with physical spells. That's what we need for a big group like this. This is gonna work out really perfect for timing now. Just wrapping up the Western Cave and seeing if we get a third party member. Hello? I am a Ren-type cyborg programmed to serve you. I'm a technical systems and combat specialist. Ren joins your party. Alright, thanks for your little spiel. We got a third party member. Let's see what he's got. He's got 6 TP. He looks pretty awesome. Oh, he's got magic. Let's go. I was just talking about this. I was just talking about needing a character with magic. Alright, well, I'm going to use an escape pipe. And we're going to try to level him up as we go back to town here. Do I need to save state? I don't think I need to. I think we're fine. Alright, let's go. I surprised the monster. Nice. Alright, Ren is probably like, he probably doesn't have, what did he just do? He didn't even do anything. He's got physical magic, let's go. He's probably level 1, if I had to guess. Every character in Phantasy Star 2 was level 1, which was annoying, but what are you gonna do? He is level 1, yeah. Alright, whatever. He'll catch up pretty quickly, because Reese and Mew are so strong. Alright, let me see. We're done in that cave now. Take him to the east. So we have to take him to the east. That's what I'm thinking of. Also, weather control system. That reminds me of, Climatrol in Phantasy Star 2 a little bit. we're basically just making our way to town. I'm gonna like wrap it up. This is a really good stopping point. We got a 3-person party now. Bum, 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 bum. Do a couple more fights here before we go in the inn and wrap up. Just trying to get my boy Ren all caught up. He looks awesome. I'll definitely do some level grinding then before I stream this again. Whether that's later tonight or Friday, I think. Yeah, because tomorrow and Wednesday we have something, I have something really big planned for tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm really excited, if we can get it working. If I can get stuff working, because there's a chance I might not be able to, but the plan is to do something tomorrow and Wednesday that's going to be cool. And then Thursday will probably be, yeah, Thursday will be Final Fantasy. That'll be FF13. So then Friday, I was going to do, yeah, so I got the whole week planned out. We're going to do, tomorrow and Wednesday is going to be something special. Thursday's Final Fantasy. Friday will be Phantasy Star again. We'll do this game on Friday again. Saturday will probably be FF13 or Phantasy Star 3, whichever one I want to play more. Probably FF13. Because that game's been really fun. And then Sunday will be Heroes 2. We're going to finish Heroes 2 on Sunday. Because by then I should have, I'm level grinding a bit in Heroes 2 for the Labyrinth dungeons. I'm actually already level 70. Because I have all the Metal King mazes. I have all those keys, so leveling is really quick in that game. I'm trying to get to max level or close to max level before I play that again. So Sunday, we'll finish Heroes 2 on Sunday. We should only have one more stream of that. That's the upcoming week, basically. I'm pretty set on that. So yeah, this game will be, Friday we'll play more Phantasy Star. We'll play more Phantasy Star on Friday. Saturday, maybe, depending. I guess on Friday it depends if I want to play more FF13. On Saturday I'll play more of this or FF13. Depends which one I want to play more, but Thursday FF13, Friday Phantasy Star 3. That's guaranteed. That is set in stone. And Heroes 2 on Sunday to wrap that playthrough up. But yeah, let's go. I have to use antidotes because I got Ren to level 2. I'll get him higher level on my own. I'll just do more level grinding a bit. Just do a couple more. Yeah, let's go have ourselves a milkshake and call it here. We made some really good progress, I feel. I feel like we got a good amount done. Not much happened in the story, but I mean, I feel like we got through a lot of areas. But yeah, you know, Phantasy Star 3, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying this game. Like, again, early Phantasy Star 2, I was enjoying it. I wasn't really sick of the game until later. But, so far, Phantasy Star 3 is off to a great start. That one section of not having a church in the desert town was annoying. Like, having to backtrack that cave. I got frustrated there, but other than that, I've really been enjoying this game. I'm really excited to play more and see what Phantasy Star 3 has to offer. But yeah, I'll catch you all later for more Phantasy Star 3 Generations of Doom. This has been Nova, signing off. Alright, great stuff, guys. But again, I'm done for now. I'm gonna go get some food and go maybe play some Heroes 2 with some people, with that group. But yeah, I might be back tonight. Maybe I'll boot up like another hour of this game. But if I'm not, I might not. I might not. Because this is honestly a good stopping point. We'll see if I feel like streaming like another hour, hour and a half. But regardless, tomorrow I will be back at night with something special. Tomorrow and Wednesday should be... Although maybe I won't come back tonight because I'll probably try to... I want to try to make sure tomorrow and Wednesday's streams happen. So I'll probably spend tonight making sure everything works for tomorrow and Wednesday. So tomorrow and Wednesday, special streams. Try to be here for it, maybe. Thursday, we'll do FF13. Friday, we'll do Phantasy Star 3. And Saturday will be one of them. Sunday will be Heroes 2. Yeah, that's it for this week. I'll see you all later.